Hi, everyone. Okay, so welcome to another week of online media. And this week, you might find it a little odd since I'm posting this the last media day in February, but I did this on purpose. So I know in many of your classrooms, you guys have been talking about Black History Month. And I didn't want to limit Black History to a month. I love celebrating Black History and talking about it and learning about it during the month of February. But I wanted to leave you with this at the very end of February so you would continue to learn about historical Black Americans throughout the year. Now, there are a lot of books that you can click into and read on this board. This is not an exploratory board like I have been making for you guys. This is a straight up library, and it's a library of either books written by Black authors or books about famous Black Americans who have been trailblazers and people that we need to learn their history, we need to know about, and we need to celebrate. So that is what this board is all about. Now, I also have a book that I'm going to share with you today, and it is called The Quickest Kid in Clarksville. And Clarksville is a place in Tennessee. If you have heard of Wilma Rudolph is a famous African American who won Olympic gold medals, I think, in the 200-meter race. I know she medaled. It might not have been a gold, and I'm not even sure exactly which race it was in, but it was a running medal. And the cool thing about, I guess I wouldn't, well, her perseverance and what she overcame is really cool. What happened to her is not. Wilma caught the disease called polio, when she was a child, and it caused her not to be able to walk well, and so she had to wear leg braces. And she overcame all of that adversity and became an Olympic medalist in running. So the story, The Quickest Kid in Clarksville, is not about Wilma Rudolph. Wilma Rudolph is in the story, but it's about other little girls who saw themselves in Wilma. They saw Wilma as a strong African American woman, and they wanted to be just like her. And so that's what this story is about. This is a work of fiction, but I guarantee you there were little girls just like Alta. I think her name is Alta. Who looked up to Wilma Rudolph and believed that they could do anything because Wilma did. Is there anyone in your life that you think that about? They did this, so I know I can. That's exactly how these little girls felt. And that is another reason why Black history is so, so important. The Quickest Kid in Clarksville. Let me turn so we can all see this. I'm running in place, listening to my feet pound the pavement, pretending I'm the fastest woman in the world. Of course, Wilma Rudolph, who grew up right here in this town, is faster than anyone. But I'm the quickest kid in Clarksville, Tennessee, and everyone around here knows it. I'm thinking about tomorrow's parade and wondering what Wilma's 3 Olympic gold medals would feel like hanging around my neck when a girl I've never seen before comes sashaying up my way like she owns the sidewalk and everything on it. Okay, so I love this because it confirms that Wilma did win gold medals and she won 3. Earlier, I was like, I don't remember what she won. I'm sure this will explain it to us. She sticks her hand on her hip. I'm Charmaine, she says. I look her up and down. I'm Alta. That's Dee Dee and little Mo. Got me some new shoes, Charmaine says. Boy, howdy, does she ever! Brand new, only been worn by her shoes with stripes down the sides and laces so white they glow. Shoes to strut in, shoes to run in. Because Charmaine's strutting hard enough to shame a rooster, and her legs are just raring to run. These shoes are like Wilma's, she says. My daddy went uptown to get them. I stare at the concrete. I don't have a shoe-buying daddy. My sneakers have holes in the soles and laces that never thought to glimmer. I bite my lip. It's okay. Wilma wore a leg brace and flour sack dresses before she got big. Shoes don't make you fast, I say. Charmaine's face tightens. Reckon I'm faster than anyone. I puff up like a spitting cat. She wishes she were Wilma, but I'm the real deal. I point to the mailbox. There and back, I say. We crouch low. Trying to make sure I have the book in here. We crouch low. Dee Dee and Little Mo count down, and we're off. My sneakers slap the sidewalk to a beat. Wilma Rudolph, Wilma Rudolph, Wilma Rudolph. I reach the box first, turn and sprint back. Arms moving, legs grooving. I hear Charmaine huffing and puffing. Behind me. I do a victory dance while Charmaine glares. I'm still bebopping when she takes off again. To the corner, Charmaine calls over her shoulder. Start now. Uh-oh, she started a little fast. I don't really think these girls are being that nice to each other. What do you think? I leap after her like a scalded frog. Wilma's come from behind to win some of her races, and so will I. Wilma Rudolph, Wilma Rudolph, Wilma Rudolph. When Charmaine reaches the corner, I'm nipping at her ankles. Bodies lunge, feet tangle. I fall. Charmaine stays up and wins. Ouch, my toe hurts. Probably because it's poking out a brand new hole. Just like that, I puff up again. You tripped me. I would have won if you didn't. You were in my lane. I won fair and square. Charmaine walks away, shaking her braids and swinging her bottom. I follow, mad as a cat. That's when it happens. My toe hits a rock. And that rock hits Charmaine. For a minute, Charmaine looks like she might fight, but she leaves without a word. Now, that is not what we do. We do not trip friends, and we do not kick rocks. I wonder if these girls can make up their differences. They do have something in common, though. What do they have in common? They both adore Wilma Rudolph. Trying to line us back up. I showed Mama the hole. She sighs. Oh, baby girl, these shoes have to last. When parade day dawns, I'm making a banner with Dee Dee and Little Mo, and then Charmaine struts by like she's queen of the block. I scowl at her. Then I pick up the banner and nod to Dee Dee and Little Mo. Let's go. Thing is, that banner's bulky. No way I'll make it all the way to the parade. It might be easier if I run. Oh, I force my feet to move, but one block in, I can't go on. I hear the beat of feet. Wilma Rudolph, Wilma Rudolph, Wilma Rudolph. Charmaine is running by me. Pass that here, she says. I clutch the banner tighter. I don't need her help. Come on, Charmaine says. We'll do it like Wilma's relay. 3 people ran with her, you know. You know what? I think maybe Charmaine didn't really mean to seem like they weren't friends to begin with, and that also didn't act very nice at all. It seems like Charmaine's trying to help her. I hate to admit it, but she's right. I hand her the banner, and she takes off the next block. Then Dee Dee takes a turn, and even Little Mo. We run faster and faster till our legs are nothing but whirling blurs, just like you-know-whos. People stare, eyes popping, fingers pointing. You go, girls, someone calls. I sneak a look at Charmaine. Her feet are flying. Who's faster? I can't tell, but Charmaine isn't strutting or scowling. She looks happy. I don't mean to, but I smile. Charmaine smiles back. And all at once I know shoes don't matter as long as we've got our feet. Looks like they have made up. Now maybe they get to be friends. Look, I say, the perfect spot. We collapse on the curb. There are flags, bands, noise, black faces, and white ones. And finally, a fancy convertible with the top down. Right there, holding a bunch of roses, is Wilma Rudolph. We scream and raise our banner, hearts pounding, heads hoping. Wilma sees us and smiles. Then she waves. That makes Charmaine and me sashay like we both own the sidewalk and everything on it. And maybe we just do. because we're the quickest kids in Clarksville, Tennessee. And everyone around here knows it. I love that story. That story was actually nominated for a North Carolina Children's Book Award a couple of years ago. And then there's an author's note at the end, and it talks about Wilma Rudolph and the history that she made. So if you ever want to check this book out from our library, you totally can, and you can read it again. And you can also read the author's note and learn more about Wilma. Hope you guys enjoy this board, and I will see you soon.